All right, guys. So it looks like we are back in action here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my mic. Can you guys hear me or no? Let me know. I can go back to my other setup here if that's a problem. Guys, let me know if you can hear me okay. We're back now. I will try to get a score update for you, though. We saw Mishko just won that rack there, but we missed about 10 minutes there, it seems like. So Ruslan did lead uh, 1-0. We just saw Fortunsky win at least one right there. So we'll see if we can get a score update for you guys. All right, a couple guys say hear you fine. Thanks for that. I think Melina Mike will be right back on here in a few minutes as Ruslan approaches the table here off the dry break from Fortunsky. Good look at the one, but the two's pretty well covered here. Not quite sure what the plan is here. Certainly playing safe. Looks like he wants to thin the left side and go one, possibly second rail behind the three. Missed his mark by a hair there. Wanted to hit that left side long rail a little bit lower than it first contacted there. So the five still has, I think, most of the two here. Looks like Misko may have the bottom part of the two here and potentially a carom on the seven. Yeah. Gins it. Nice shot. Looks like Molina's back with us, I think.
Yeah, that was a good call, man. Saw that pretty well. Uh, I don't know what Rustin could have done different. He didn't have very many options, but I think he was definitely trying to get it behind that three ball.
Yeah, he just missed his mark a little bit. Needed the cue ball to hit that long rail a little bit lower than it did, so it would go up behind the three. But really nice shot from Mishko. We're trying to get a score update here. Let me ask Martin if he. I'm sure we missed a full rack there, so it's probably 2-1 in favor of one of these players. We saw Fortunsky win a rack right as soon as we came back on here, so at least 1-1, probably 2-1. I'll try to get that straightened out for you guys.
We know we've at least seen two games, no? Oh, what a
Yeah,
nice shot
we
there.
saw. Sorry, we saw Ruslan win that game off the miss on the 10 ball from Mishko in the first rack, and then as soon as we came back on here after the freeze, Fortunsky was potting a 10 ball. So, um, but I'm assuming we had to have missed a rack. We were off for about 10 minutes, I think there. Swordfish in the comments, yeah. So it was a race to 120 between Shan and Chang. They were tied at 115. They agreed to come back for a fourth day and extend it 40 more games. So it was actually a race to 155 in the end. And Shane won, I think, by 17 racks.
Ball in hand. Well, that great safety is going to go and play and pay off for Ruslan. Um, I don't see any problems here aside from just controlling that three ball as it comes off the eight when he plays the combo on the next shot. Um,
He
but
doesn't have
everything,
to play the combo. He might play this three in the corner. He's definitely playing the combo, yeah.
yeah. When you said it though, you're right though, because he could have just drugged the ball over all the way across. But
Yeah.
I was just oh, you see what I mean? That's
And
what.
this is
Yeah,
what can happen, you know.
yeah.
I don't understand that. Especially with the four. Like if you get straightish on the three, a stop shot puts you're gonna take a little back cut on the four here anyways and go around three rails. So I don't
But it
know
was
what playing
natural
three.
because
Yeah.
it led you perfect to the five. Um, I was just seeing the other day about a post from a couple of years ago where Ruslan won the 14.1 event in somewhere in the East Coast, Virginia maybe. Oh, I think it was at Q Masters. So he knows about playing, those balls real well, but just definitely, definitely didn't give it the attention it deserved. That's for sure.
Now, I just don't understand. Like, you have ball in hand and you can get shape on the three any way you want. I don't understand playing shape for a combo there. Anyways, good opportunity here for Fortunski to at least get the 2-1. Like I said, guys, sorry if we there is a chance here that we missed a rack, so I'm going to keep mentioning that. It's probably 2-1 in favor of one of these players right now. We just don't know what. I asked Martin to try to get us a score update, so I will get that to you guys as soon as we have it. But great opportunity here for Fortunski, and really missed chance there from Ruslan with the ball in hand. Only makes it 2 shots in and has to play safety.
Nice out. He's got a lot of confidence to him while Ruslan goes and concedes the rack. So, um, oh, okay. So then this tells me that that's the end of the first set, and this is the beginning of the second set because that's the only reason why Ruslan will be racking the balls right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we missed two quick racks then. I'm going to assume Fortunski won 4-1 there,
Yeah.
and we are 0-0 here, second set. Now, Mike, Joey told me I was wrong what I said yesterday that whoever loses the first set does not automatically break in the second set. It actually is whoever wins the lag breaks first in the first set, and then the other player breaks first in the second set, no matter who wins or loses. So,
Mm, I don't remember. I mean, if that's what Red said, I would say he's probably right.
yeah.
But that would be, I mean, in this case, that's the only reason why Ruslan will be racking. So,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and I think these are both, this is all one lost side action, right? This whole round. No, it
Yes.
has to be because
Yeah.
the winner side's already done. They're into the final 16.
Yeah, which is a little bit weird to me, Mike, because we heard from Mark White earlier today that that redraw won't be until tonight or the end of the day today. So those guys played last night and will not play today. I don't understand why they played that round of winner's side when they did. I think it would have made more sense to play that midday today.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
So those guys that Mark White told us that the redraw is tonight, like today at the end of the day, and final 16 starts tomorrow. So I don't understand why they played that winner's side round of 16 last night, and those guys have the entire day off today. That's a little bit weird for the flow of the tournament.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know. I like if you're on the winter side, you get a day off of rest, especially with how much all these guys have been traveling, um, to be able to kind of recharge the tank. But yeah, these guys who are going to be on the scenic route are going to have to grind it out at least for probably 2 or 3 rounds, no, before they get to the winter side or before they get to be in the final 16.
Let me take a look here. So we are watching. Yes, this is 25 through 32 round that we're watching right now. So the winner of this will be in the top 24. They'll have to win again to get into the top 16.
Yeah, so it's it's getting down to the nitty gritty. Nice shot. Oh, what a nice shot. Hold on, ball. Oh, he hit that too good to end up like that.
Yeah, now he still can't see this, but he's got a one rail kick, which it looked like he really was going to be in jail for a second there. Appreciate all you guys jumping in with us here early, midday, I guess, Friday. About 100 people watching right now across the various platforms that we're streaming to. If you guys take a second, go ahead and like and share the stream. We really appreciate all the help we can get on that front. get as many eyes on this great action as we can.
I think over on the TV table they had Daniel Snyder and Mickey Krause playing, so make sure and go check them out at World Billiard TV on YouTube. Oh, he's in the drink. When it rains, it pours, like we say, huh?
Yeah, and
Golly.
the safety from Mishko is going to pay off once again, ball in hand. Pretty open layout here.
Yeah, I'd heard from Martin. Um, a lot of these Polish guys were having, I mean, a lot of the players in general, but these boys tend to wear their heart in their sleeve, so they were really having a trouble adjusting to the conditions and the table. But it seems like he's found his rhythm now because the last two wrecks that we've seen him, he really hasn't wasted much time.
Yeah, so I mean, we like you said, we mentioned him just having to hop right out of the car and in here and play, and made a mistake in the first rack. But part of the equation to keep the pressure on there, Ruslan has to come with some good play and really put it on him, and that just hasn't happened. So 1-0 here in favor of Fortunsky, second set. Already a winner by a score of 4-1 in the first set. Not looking good for the Russian.
Just a shout out to Damien at Jam of Apparel. He was kind enough to donate a competition jersey for us for a lucky viewer. So the way we're going to go and give it away is for every $5 you donate, you'll get one ticket. $20 will go and get you 5 tickets. We're actually going to match Damien in giving away a jersey from our end as well, fully customizable. Whatever they got on jamapparel.com, you can go and choose from. The payment information Joey's posting now in the comments, and it's also there at the bottom of the screen. So we do appreciate those who have oh, he went for the 10, who have donated up until this point, and I can tell you those who have, you got really good odds. So um, thanks a lot for all the support from everyone, though. We appreciate it.
Yeah, he's going to pay for this one. Pretty simple carom shot here.
There it is, and now he's back in the game.
He was trying to play that as a two-way shot on the 10 and just didn't get the cue ball where it needed to be, and sells out the carom shot to Ruslan. Like you said, right back in it. So quick look around the room, guys. Mike mentioned that Daniel Schneider versus Mickey Krause match. You can catch that on the mainstream table at World Billiard TV on YouTube. But also a lot of other matches in action right now. Jonas Sato Camino versus Lian Hanto. Gregory Hogue versus Evan Lunda, two of your remaining American players there. Mishko Fortunsky versus Ruslan Chinahoff, we're watching here, obviously. Dennis Grabe versus Bader Alawadi. Heavyweight matchup there. Abdullah Al Shamari versus Tony Robles. And I think that's it. The other two matches that were in this round we watched last night, actually, Kang Lee defeated Hunter Lombardo, and Pius Labutis able to defeat Christina Tkach over on the mainstream table. Those two players have already advanced. And to answer my question from earlier, there are 130 matches here today, guys. So it looks like Mike and Joey, I will be able to do this match and the next match with you guys, and then have to pack it up. But of course, the Booth brothers will be with you guys all day today, bringing you the action from these outer tables as we try to sort things out here and get down to the final 16 players in this tournament. Those 130 matches are Kang Lee versus Tyler Steyer, Pius Labutis versus Roland Garcia. And let me see if there's any more. I think that might be it.
Ooh,
Yeah, it looks like just those two, actually.
big miss by Mitsko, and it dressed up just so perfect for Ruslan. You're really trying to get down below the 3 here, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Takes the nine
Hmm.
ball out of play on this next positional play. He does have a pocket for the four.
Shout out to Fred Dinsmore. We appreciate your donation, buddy. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. Row raise too. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I can't thank everybody enough for showing their love like that. We have a lot of fun doing this. We would do it for completely free, but every little bit helps.
Here we go. Oh, good shot. Good shot. And that might be the game winner if he can go and just get good on the six ball here.
I think he'll stun to the or draw to the long rail here and then come back out.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that way he could ensure the nine ball's not in play and also maintain an angle to get up table from the six to the eight.
Looking pretty good to go and take a 2-1 lead.
Yep, gets across the line there, has a nice natural back cut angle to get down for the nine. Should certainly be able to clean these last three balls up. That is not. Ooh,
Say hits that 10. He's in no man's land.
yeah, that could have been bad. That's why you don't see a lot of the players play it that way, Mike. A lot of players kind of pinch that cue ball a little bit more, kind of overcut the eight a little bit and come closer to where that chalk is on the long rail to take the 10 out of play. But he was able to avoid it and gets that done there. Leads 2-1 here in the second set. Really fast developing match here. We went off air for about 10 minutes as I think we had a dead battery and a camera there for a few minutes. Apologize for what you guys missed there. But come back on. We had already missed two racks. And here we are, three racks into the second set. These guys are not wasting any time.
Well, Ruslan really hasn't had much success in his breaking so far, so I like uh, I like his chances to have Mitsuko come back to the table. Um, but you got to go and capitalize and take advantage of the opportunities you got. And looks like he's really trying to make sure these balls are frozen. He knows it's a really big spot in this match.
Lefty941 in the comments says he wishes there was a way to donate in cash. He doesn't do any electronic payment. So, Lefty, you just got to get a hold of Molina Mike's itinerary and figure out what part of the country he's going to be in next.
No, listen, we appreciate the kind words to you, but it goes a long way for us as well. So for those of you who are tuning in and watching, you know, and everyone in the chat, let us know where you're from, and um, we like interacting as well. He's got the one ball down, but where's the cue ball gonna go?
He almost got
Oh,
that same exact kick as last time, though, where he scratched straight up the
hmm.
table there. Wow. Narrowly avoids it that time, but he's got a good look here. One ball down. And he's got enough room here, Mike, to roll this in, get the cue ball to the rail below the side pocket and back over into space for the three. But he overcut it.
Mm. I mean, that was a tough shot though. I mean, you really were trying to do a whole lot there. Yeah, Lefty, give my boy Dom some money. He'll know how to get it back to me. He's been known to send me some funds from time to time.
That's a big mistake there for Ruslan. You mentioned a little bit of a difficult shot, but players of this caliber, that's one you got to be able to make a couple times in a set of nine ball, and he really didn't even scare the pocket with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you just took the shot by itself or you just took the shape by itself, it wouldn't be as difficult. But I think all those together, maybe with the way the table's playing, but um, it was kind of a little bit of a funky angle. We got Dallas, Texas with Roberto Franco, Wisconsin, Patrick McKinney. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. While the Butcher is chopping up this rack.
Looks like he wants to draw above the 9 here.
Oh, oh, he's okay. Just trying to make it more dramatic than it is, I guess.
Never a doubt.
No, yeah. When I saw him just go right down, I was like, okay, he's stealing.
Well, the thing is, when you're the player, you know exactly which spin you've applied to it. So as soon as you see the ball rolling, you pretty much know that you're good on that one. You know.
Trail Price in Nashville. Hey, buddy, I think you're the one who I shipped the voucher to, and I want to say, I think I got it out 2 days ago. So keep your eyes out for that. We were giving away some Kamui vouchers for with I think we had a little bit of a trivia. Maybe we can get Jeremy to come up with a trivia question and give away another one. Putting you on the spot, Jeremy.
I mean, if Joey got in here, we could just do some geography trivia, and nobody would have any chance. You know.
Oh no, no, no. Yeah, keep an eye. Yeah, we need to make sure and verify that
Pool
n
related trivia.
pool related trivia. Yeah, hopefully to the event, but there's a lot of stuff going on, so I won't hold it to your head when it comes to keeping it just here.
Okay, if you want it to be um, this event. Okay, first person to name all the remaining Filipino players in the field right now.
Put your comments in the chat. Now, if I don't comment on there, can I keep the Kamui voucher?
I mean, you make
Um,
the rules,
um,
buddy, so I don't know.
uh, Let's see who's all left. The remaining Filipino players. Okay. Okay. Rose got one.
Gotta get all of them.
Everyone's trying to search. Look, there you guys can also find the brackets on the CSI website, CTS on demand, something like that. I got it up on my phone. Roberto says Roland's in. Excuse me, guys. He is, but there's someone else. Excuse me.
Nice shot here from Chernihiv. Lefty, that is incorrect. See,
Negative.
I think
Negative, boys.
Edgy was eliminated last night.
Now, are we going to start eliminating people if they guess incorrectly? That's the next question we need to be asking. Let's see here. I think you're right though. I'm pretty sure Edgy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Edgy.
I think we have our correct answer. Ro Reyes, the first one to get them both in a comment there. Roland
Yep.
Garcia and Roberto Gomez.
Mhm. Mhm. She's got it. She's got the cheese roll. Send me your shipping information in Messenger, and I'll make sure and get you a Kamui voucher. There's a few things you got to do. Make sure you go to an authorized Kamui tip installer. Um, let's see here. Your authorized installer will only charge you the install fee. They will not charge you for the tip. And then that installer can go and take this voucher and go and replace it for any tip of their choice that Kamui has to offer. So a great deal for everybody. And if you send me a message sometime soon, I can actually get it out in today's mail because I got to go to the post office later on anyway. So meanwhile, it looks like Rooston early 10 on the hill 3-2.
Yeah, let me 1 second and I will get that score updated for you guys. 3-2 in favor of Ruslan, yeah? Looks like we're gonna have a potentially a quick match here, guys. Might be heading towards a shootout here. But from what I understand, looking at the bracket, there will be a match at 1:30. We will either be bringing you the match between Pius Labutis and Roland Garcia, or Tyler Steyer and Kang Lee. And you know what? That would be the fourth match that we've had with Kang Lee, Mike. We should just like rename the stream like
Yeah, for
Kang
sure.
Lee's
We need
Path
to.
Through the B side.
Yeah, we need we need to see if he wants to be a sponsor as much as we're giving him the stage. I'll do one more since you guys are here and getting involved in the chat. So this is going to be the third leg of the Pro Series that CSI and Predator have done. I know who won the last one, and that was Woo Kun Lin out in Vegas. But who won the first event out in Tucson? The first one to comment in the chat is going to win. Nice safety by Mitsuko.
Yeah, you know what's funny, Mike, is he didn't get him as good as he wanted. He actually wanted him right on the back of that six, and but now he's got this right side long rail available.
Well, looks like we're getting some comments in there, and Jason Tyler beat George Teachea. And George, I don't think you're allowed to be in the mix because you commented out there, so you're kind of stealing, saying who the winner was because you were there. I'm
Well,
kidding.
you know what's funny is Jason Tyler beat Teashea there by like 3 seconds if you look at it, and if
Yeah,
George hadn't typed out such a nice punctuated comment, he might have had it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. If you would have just wrote Fader on there like Jason did, he might have gotten it in
Yeah, that
sooner.
didn't
But
even capitalize the F, but he's a winner, you know?
yeah, well, you'd be the winner in school, George, with how proper you are, buddy. Jason Tyler, shoot me a PM in Facebook, Molina Mike, or at Windows Open, and I will get you your shipping information, and we'll get you a Kamui voucher mailed out to you today, buddy. All right. Meanwhile,
I think
Ruslan's back.
we should flip the switch on this. You guys in the comments, get your trivia ready for Molina Mike. Let's put him on the spot.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I like the interaction. I think it's fun. But yeah, bring it on. Hey, listen, I'm game. I may need another few cups of coffee before I'm as sharp as some of you guys because I'm having to go and think on the fly just to get a question to ask. So, um,
Puts this two ball down by the 10 here. Might have another carom here, Mike.
you think?
I don't know. I think the carom might be sitting okay. It's the first thing I look at. I don't know if is he hooked a little bit on the point to go to the other side for the combination.
Hmm, boy. One trail price 55 to 39. 155, 139. And I may or may not have cheated. Oh, well, it took a swing for it. I think he's going to get rewarded because he's not going to be able to make the two ball, I don't think. George is asking who's the only player on the stream table to wheel off 7 games in a row in the Predator World 10 ball. I think George might have stumped me, but if I had George, for those of you who don't know, does the commentary for CSI, but this is the kind of dedication that he has. So he'll have a notebook where he'll write the winners of the breaks, the racks, what game it is. I mean, he just keeps all kinds of stats in there. So if I could borrow your book, George, I know I could figure out that answer. But off the top of my head, oh wow, what a shot by Ruslan. Boy, it doesn't get any easier, but man, he hit that good. Yeah, I'm gonna need a hint there, George. Oh, he misses the three. Fedora says it's Kachi. I don't know. I can't say yes or no, but I like your chances. Wow, good shot. Good shot by Michiko.
Yeah, he's in good shape here. He's gonna just make sure he cuts this enough to beat the 9 and takes the 8 out of play as well. Just by getting past the 9 on the inside there, the 8's completely out of play.
Jason and Roe, I got your PMs. I'll get it out in the mail for you today.
I think Jason Shaw might be a good guess from Lefty in the comments there. Not sure. The bad part for me is I actually heard George make this comment while he was doing commentary, but I cannot remember what the match was at all.
It was Aloysius Yap, so we all dogged it. Well, at least I don't feel so bad, because nobody in the chat guessed that right either. Is he straight though? He didn't look too happy. Mm,
Yeah, this is not ideal.
mm. This is trouble. You gotta come with one here.
Yeah, he's going to drag it to the long rail above the 10 and then below the 10 and then back out. This is certainly a missable ball. I think that's the shot. He may have to go into the 10, but I think that's the shot. He had to go into it. Wow.
Well, oof, 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 oof.
Hey guys, it's Joey. I got a busy day today, but I heard the trivia going on, and Mike, if you got another one of those vouchers, I got a nice little trivia question here that I think we could do.
I may have another one here. What you got, Joey?
All right, guys, listen up, listen carefully. We've been doing a lot of talking about One Pocket over here, Mike and I. We both love the game. I actually sparred a little with Scott Frost the other day. So here's a trivia question. So by my count, the
Overcut.
Yeah, you missed that ball. This is going to a shootout. So let's hurry up and get this trivia question down. So we had, let's see, the Derby City One Pocket. Efren Reyes has won that, I believe, 6 times. Okay. Nobody else is even close. But there's 4 other players who've won it multiple times. The first one to come up with the 4 other players that have multiple Derby City One Pocket wins will get the Kamui voucher.
Well, I hope you stay on long enough for us to be able to get the answer, because if not, don't put me on the spot.
Let's see.
I think
Got to get all
I think
4
I'll
of them.
just buy my next tip if I'm being honest.
I wanted a nice little challenge for him.
lying.
I'll say this. I see the
Jeremy,
answer.
nobody can see that.
I would have guessed 3 of them.
Okay.
And I would have. You could have given me 20 guesses. I would have never got the 4th. Not in the order that we're looking at, guys, but just so you know.
There's a winner.
Yeah,
Roberto Franco with the win.
Franco may or may not have cheated. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That's not
Franco,
really cheating. He's just resourceful. But I found this one to be interesting because as you look through the record, right, there's some incredible, historically great one pocket players who've won the event, like Nick Varner, Buddy Hall, Cliff Joyner, Jose Perica, Gabe Owen, John Schmidt, Scott Frost. None of them won it more than once. But Shane Van Boning won it 2011 and 2012. Alex Pagulay in 2015, 2016. Billy Thorpe 2017 and 2020. and Francisco Bustamante 2018-2019.
Franco, there's no way you guessed that right, Franco.
Well, I for some reason I didn't know Billy. I never was gonna get there with Billy, but the other three were the first three names that popped in my head, and it's weird. Those wins are both fairly recently, so I guess I should just pay attention more.
Yeah, I
Um,
knew that, I remembered Billy beating Justin in the last Derby City, but I didn't remember a few years before that, I guess in 2017 when Billy won it.
Man, how young was Billy then?
Young. And I think that's probably
19?
why I didn't remember. Did you remember that match, Mike? Who did he play?
Who's that? Which one?
2017, Billy Thorpe won the Derby
I
City one pocket.
I don't remember. I was there for his last one pocket win because that was one of the best um, finals just in electricity alone that I've ever seen. When he
All right.
beat Justin Hall, I think Hill.
Yeah, so I have the results from the 2017 event. The 9-ball was won by Dennis Ercolo, Shane Van Boning runner-up. Semifinals, Ramon Mastica. The Bigfoot Challenge that year was won by Jason Shaw, with Kazakis finishing second, and then the semifinals consisted of Livan Corteza and Carlo Beato. The 9-ball bank pool, Bustamante won that year. Larry Neville finished second. Warren Kiamko and Shannon Murphy were in the semifinals there. And the 1 pocket was won by Billy Thorpe, Alex Pagulayan second, Dennis Ercolo third place. Straight pool was won by Chris Melling and Mika Emanen second, Daryl Appleton and Jason Shaw third and fourth. And Dennis Ercolo won the master of the table that year.
Mike, I love how we're sitting here watching a professional pool match, right? And Joey's just minding his own business, going about his work day, right? But as soon as trivia comes up, he has to like call out so that he can get involved.
Yeah, we're knocking on his door.
Well, I almost jumped in for the geography one. I was thinking of a clever way that we could incorporate geography, pool rooms, players,
Of course you were. So that's gonna take us down 3 more vouchers, but I may or may not have 5 more left. So we still got some to give away. And actually, so this might be our last day here, if I'm not mistaken, right, boys? Because tomorrow's gonna be all TV table.
I don't know now. If they're saying the redraw is at the end of the day today, then you guys might have a couple matches in the morning session tomorrow. Because the final 16 won't all be main table. I think there'll be 2 matches going on at all times until they're down to 4.
Fortunsky missed that one.
So 1-0.
Boy, he's already on tilt too.
Yeah, we talked to Martin the other day, and he mentioned that they left kind of in a hurry the other night because Fortunsky was on tilt. That's what Martin said. So maybe he has, kind of that type of temperament where he can get kind of down.
Well, he didn't like the miss on the 10 earlier that brought us here. Ooh. Oh, wow. He missed that by a mile. Jesus.
All right, so back on serve here. 1-1 after 2 full innings.
Yeah, first it just picks up his hand. The Butcher putting the heat back on Ruslan. All right. So this is going to be number 4 right here. So if he wins it, if he makes this ball, then Ruslan has to make his to stay alive.
Got it down.
All right. Fighting for his life here, his tournament life. And it's in. We're going to number 5.
Moving it back a diamond. This is sudden death, guys.
Shot for shot. Mm-mm.
Remember yesterday we were watching one of these, and as soon as you move it back, the guys were playing perfect, and as soon as you moved it back to this quadrant here, it's like Brick City.
Let's see what he's made of. Let's
Yeah,
see what he's made of.
That was Shane Wolford that we saw make all 4 from up at the head string and then miss his first one badly from back there at the first diamond.
All right, here we go.
Fortunsky swished that one.
Roaston's kind of jacking up a little bit. I don't know if I like that. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. And we're going again.
Butter.
Nice out.
Watch that side pocket.
Oh!
Oh no, that was it. Dagger.
Oh, that is so brutal. Oh man.
Dagger.
Wow.
What a way to go down. I promise you that's the first time Ruslan Chinakhov has ever ended a pool match like that.
I promise it's the first time I've ever seen a shootout going and and end like that myself. God, that's cold.
That's crazy.
Did you see Roberto Gomez jump up and run over there? It's like
he side betted on Mitsuko. That's what it was.
I bet you 20 he makes this, Mike.
He got it.
Pay me. Ship it.
Well, hold on a minute.
Well,
I'll bet you
that cue ball might have been going on the same path though.
All right, I'll give you a chance back, Mike. I'll take him again.
Oh my God, he's trying to rob me here. He's trying to rob me here.
You owe me 40.
No, I never agreed. What do you mean? I didn't say we got it. What are you talking about? Oh man, Joey the muscle over here. I tell you what, when you come to South Texas, you can come and collect, big boy. All right.
You should have kept rolling it. We could have kept double or nothing. You'd be even right now.
I would still be stuck. No.
Roberto Franco in the comments says somebody on one of our streams made it and scratched in the side pocket the same way in Vegas.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do. I do remember that. I can't remember who it was though, Roberto. Dag.
To lose though, like this is different because he lost the match right there.
I have a guess.
That's just such a cold way to go out though, man. Seriously. All right. We're going to have another match coming up, or what are we doing?
Yeah, let's see. It's 10:15
Arizona. He says yes
time.
to lose. He said that's how it ended.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that too. It was two very good players too, if I recall, Roberto. It was who was it?
I'm just glad Tina's not listening. She would go and say, "Oh, he's never paying attention."
Was it James James Aranis versus
Tyler Steyer?
Max Lechner? It was a two big name guys, I think. Can't remember.
I think James was one of the very first matches you guys streamed. I remember
we streamed him a few times.
Oh, okay.
We were getting the Roy's Basement share effect, so.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
we just need Kang Lee to get in Roy's Basement, since we're streaming him every time.
Oh, we'd be stealing. We'd be.
All right, let's see. So those were the noon matches, local time, and then.
Yeah, there are two 130 matches. Roland versus Pius and Steyer versus Kang Lee.
I wonder if they're on this table or if Martin's going to have to move the camera.
It says 5 and 6 on my bracket, but I don't know which table we're on right now. I knew last night we were on 3 all day yesterday.
So that's interesting. I guess they're going to take a break from the TV table.
And this is 3. What we're watching right now is table 3.
Okay.
Well, someone's in a shootout right above. I wonder if we can get Martin to tilt that camera up, because they're
that
playing a shootout
Grabe?
right there.
Is that Botter and Grabe maybe?
If it is Grabe, watch how the okay, you see, this is what I noticed during Chang, or somebody brought it up to me. He moves the stripe to be in the same direction as the pocket. You see how that stripe is facing that direction?
Yeah, diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is Grabe over there. God, we are hard up for pool action. We're looking at tables 45 feet away here.
Lucas Fortunsky won 4-3 in the shootout, first inning of the sudden death, with a 2-rail scratch in the side, a 3-rail scratch in the side pocket from Ruslan on a make.
Brutality.
Get my man to rotate up and zoom in. Yeah, that's Dennis, all right. You can just tell by the way he moves.
Yeah, he won that. He beat Botter. Dennis, I tell you what, on spot shots, Dennis is pretty tough. He's the one that beat Chang after 14 rounds of spot shots in Vegas. It's pretty sick.
And this is Pius Labutis right here, so maybe we are getting that match here on this table, which would be nice.
Who's he playing?
Tyler?
No, Roland, right?
Yeah, Roland Garcia.
Okay, nice. Run that 20 back. I'll take Roland.
You're brutal.
Yeah, Robert's right. So John Lehman does not play that. He'll go in, and there is a specific way, because I remember asking him, or somebody asked him about how that 10 ball should be facing, and it is supposed to be the way that you're talking about there in the comments. Did we freeze up? Oh no, we're back.
George, I'm gonna answer your trivia question, and I'm gonna go with Fedor Gorst and Michael Yednak. Yednak put some heat on Fedor in that too. I was there, crowd of about 50 people, 60 people gathered around. And right then I knew that while, say what you want about the shootout format, if you agree, disagree, it definitely got attention out there in Tucson. People started packing the arena.
What, to watch the spot shots?
Yeah, like anytime. One of the recommendations I have with Ozzie Reynolds was the way the arena was set up in Tucson, probably similar to here, where you couldn't, it was kind of off to the side a little bit, so you had to purposely walk over there, but it was at the same time as an amateur tournament, right? So the amateurs would kind of mosey on over there and check it out. But I said he should have a big red sign that when it went to a shootout, like started flashing on the outside of the bleachers, so people knew that, hey, this is going to be a shootout, because just naturally people were matriculating over there. But once anybody heard there was a shootout, they would come running to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, the players are going to have their opinions as far as how they like or don't like the format, but like I've said many times, the fans were showing up to go and watch.
Yeah, Roberto, I think you might be right. I think Atencio scratched against Kiamco to lose that match. I think you're right. I'm almost positive it was Atencio who did the scratching and lost the shootout. Not certain about the opponent, but I do remember him playing Kiamco. Yeah, I hope we're going to be on this table here, Mike, because Labutis just walked over and kind of asked a question over there. Yeah, thanks, Roberto. Appreciate you.
Are we on, guys?
Yeah, we should be on, I think.
So I don't remember. Roberto says in the comments here that it was Chiamco versus Atencio. Now I remember that one. It went very long. Both players were looking really strong. I think the final score in the shootout was 9-8, but I believe it ended with a Chiamco miss. I don't think it was a scratch off the top of my head. I remember that match for sure.
Pull the footage.
I think he is. I think Roberto says he's looking it up to verify. We got a fact checker. Nice matchup here. Anybody that doesn't know Pius Labutis from Lithuania, really, really strong young player here. And obviously, a lot of you guys have been following Roland Garcia, making some real strong runs recently. One of the hotter players on the planet, really. Um, Strong finishes in back-to-back events leading up to the U.S. Open, with the Diamond Las Vegas Open and the Predator World 10 Ball. Looks like Pius is going to get a couple spot shots in before the match starts.
I just want to give a quick shout out to the 146 people watching across the various platforms, looking at an empty pool table. That's pretty flattering that you guys want to stay with us through this break while we're getting this match kicked off. We really do appreciate you. Make sure to follow the pages, whether you're watching on Pool Player Podcast, the Booth Brothers, Windows Open, Derny City Classic, or the Pool Player Podcast YouTube channel. Do us a favor and hit that share button, hit the follow button so we can get you can get notified anytime that we go live. Are they getting started here, boys?
Kind of hard to tell. I didn't see a lag. Shouldn't they start with a lag probably?
Definitely not starting.
Okay, Roberto in the comments says he looked
Foul.
Atencio versus Reinhold was the match. And it wasn't the very last shot, Mike. It was, he says, Jesus scratched and then Reinhold had to make after that to end it.
Now it's coming together. I'm vaguely remembering the match.
Well, I'm off the hook. I wasn't in the booth for that one, so.
Looks like Roland just getting the 10 ball break chicken wing loosened up. This might be his first match today.
Yeah, it will be actually. So this is his first match on the B side. PS won last night to advance into this round, but Roland's last match would have been losing an A side match. Just to address a couple other comments, Richard Wall, the single elimination bracket has not started yet. This is still B-side action. We're completing. This is actually the first match you'll be watching from the round before the last 16. So you know what, Joey and Mike, I have to think Mark was wrong what he said. The redraw has to be at midday today. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna look again. I don't want to give bad information.
No, I'm pretty sure when I talked to Mark, he was telling me, because I specifically asked, are they going to do a midday or are they going to do at the end of the day? And he said it was at the end of the day. So, and then that means that they would start fresh tomorrow for 16. Because it'll be quick. I mean, 16-8, and then 4-2, you know. Maybe that very first round of matches will be including some side tables.
Yeah, so this round that is starting now is the last round before the final 16.
This one that they're playing right now?
Yeah, because this is 17th through 24th. Those matches include Roland Garcia versus Pius here, Kang Lee versus Tyler Steyer, Aloysius Yap versus Tony Robles, Dennis Grabe versus Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, Fader Gorst versus Mishko Fortunsky, John Mora versus Evan Lunda, Jeremy Seaman versus the winner of Lian Han To versus Jonas Sato Camino, which is, I guess, still underway from the 12 o'clock round there. And then Mickey Kraus versus Torsten Holman. The winners of all of those matches will be into the final 16. But yeah, I mean, it looks like you are correct that some of those matches are scheduled for 5 p.m. Some of them are scheduled for 6:30 p.m. and some of them are scheduled for 8. So I guess after the match we're watching now, there's a break until 5 and then there's a couple matches at 5, a couple matches at 6:30 and a couple matches at 8 and that is the 16 after that tomorrow.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, so after today, then, right? We'll
Yes.
be down to the final 16. As soon as we get the single elimination bracket, the final 16, we'll make sure and post it over all of the social media pages, whichever one you may be watching on. The Booth Brothers, Windows Open, Pool Player Podcast, and of course the Jersey City Classic. None of this is possible without Martin and how he's been helping us out because the three of us are all remote. So we appreciate you, Martin. Good break by Roland. Looks like he's got a back cut on the 1 to get this run going, but that 5-9 doesn't look too pretty.
Yep, so we are underway here. Good look at the 1 like you mentioned. He's got an angle to swing around below the 2 if he wants. And do you think about going into this 5 ball on this shot? You'll have the 2.
Yeah. Ooh, he doesn't want to do that though.
Yeah, that's the
He doesn't
problem is
want to
if you
do
miss it
that.
just like that. Now you can
Oh.
see it though. He's a little fortunate to see this 2 ball actually.
It looked when it was tracking that it was going to get right behind the 9.
I thought so too.
That ain't going to cut it. All right, well, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Mr. Lithuania is going to have to figure out a way to work this 5 out. Peaches.
Yeah, I heard Nate Mindham yesterday saying Pius on the mainstream. He sounded like he knew what he was talking about, so I've just copied that.
Nate would know because he's got a lot of he's friends with a lot of these European players. So if that's what he went with, he's probably spot on.
Yeah, we actually had lunch together up at the U.S. Open. Me and Nate and Pius and a couple players from Italy.
Oh, Corso and Candela then.
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
Well, it looks like he got pretty good here on the 5 in a really, really small window. Um, and he's got angle. So I think he's just going to want to get. I don't know if I like that because you don't want to be flirting with that 8.
Might just be what all he can do here. Can't flirt with missing the ball either, you know. Wow, he did though.
Oh,
He really
wow.
put a huge stroke on that.
Wow. Fired that ball in there. What a good shot. Got all he needed to out of that one.
This young man's got a lot of game. He actually made a pretty deep run, relatively deep run at the U.S. Open last week. I was watching some of the players that he beat there. Actually, off the top of my head, I can't tell you. Maybe I can pull that up and let you guys know a couple of the wins that he had at the U.S. Open. But he's got a ton of game here.
I'll tell you, he wouldn't be traveling all the way from Lithuania if he couldn't play some. He's got great fundamentals too, man. Uh-oh. Oof. We've already seen one cue ball go in the side pocket today. All right, for a 1-0 lead, and it's in the hole. Good shot by Pius. Race to 4. Best of 2 sets as the screen gets shaken there. Really doing his best to get those balls racked as tight as he can. Protecting serve is pretty crucial in this format. Um, right now, as they're racking their own on the side tables, it's really going to change a lot once they go into the TV arena and they have John or one of the other refs go and rack the balls. But he's giving himself the best chance that he can. I got my daughter in the background if the mic was picking it up. Yeah, Lefty. It was American players didn't have that great of a showing at the US Open, but that's the beauty of 9-ball. I mean, anything going to happen, and Carl's been playing fantastic. He's a world champion, and overall, it's just a fantastic event. And meanwhile, Pius got the 1 ball down. He was cutting it to make that one on the side. He's got a thin shot here on the 2, but you got to get pretty good on this 3-ball.
Yeah, so I looked it up. Second round of the U.S. Open, Pius defeated Sullivan Clark by a score of 11-4, and we had just seen Sullivan knock off some huge names the week before at the World 10 Ball. And then he followed that up with an 11-9 win over James Aranis in the third round of the winner's side, before losing to Johan Chua, who would go on to finish, I believe, in the top 4, or top 8, I guess. So really, really strong play from Pius at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, Sullivan, fantastic young man. We had the pleasure of interviewing him there in Las Vegas. I mean, the kid's just he's got his head on his shoulders, and we talked for a little bit after we did the interview about a few things, and I just like his mentality, man. He made a fan out of me.
I was a big fan of that commentary. It wasn't just an interview. He kind of stuck around and did commentary for a full match, and it was very, very. He was articulate, dropped a lot of knowledge, and just really a pleasure to listen to, if I'm being honest. I got to sit down and watch him play a match against a friend of mine at the U.S. Open, Matt Craw on the B side. Pretty impressive stuff. And back to Pius, he was actually eliminated after he lost to Johan Chua. He ended up losing to John Mora to end his run. So nothing
Hey,
to be ashamed of there.
Jeremy, did you tell Matt Crawl that I called him out?
Ooh, no, I didn't.
They have they do a little like stream situation over in Delaware, and Jeremy said I got to come by sometime and play somebody. I said I like to play Matt because I guess this was like 12, 14 years ago now. I was in Hagerstown, Maryland, and I was just cruising through a Planet Pool tournament. Thought I was going to win it. And I think we were Final Four, the winner's bracket, and I played Matt, and I lost hill to hill in like a devastating fashion. And Matt's a solid guy and, totally respectful at the table and everything. But man, I just never got over that loss. So I was telling Jeremy, I'd like to play Matt if I come out there. It'd be a good test for me. He's a great player.
I like it. My man Joe's doing some barking. Ooh, overcut the ball. All
George
right,
Teachea says, so what do we attribute the scarcity of US players at this stage? Well, a lot of our best players didn't play in this tournament, first of all. So that would be a problem.
it's the format.
Look, any new idea in pool, there's a huge barrier to entry, right? These guys have been burned for years and years with scams and new promises of all these things that were going to be amazing. And it's going to take a little while for this to kick off. It's going to take a couple years of consistency, adding 25,000 to these tournaments before the players can overlook some of the challenges with the format or, things like that. So it's just going to take a little while. But I foresee this changing. I think the American players right now, as Mike's been saying over the last couple weeks, I mean, there's just tons of options right now, a lot of events, a lot of matching up. It's like the country opened back up and people are trying to play pool. And but I'm telling you, if this tournament were the only thing in town right now, I think you'd see more US players there. This is not going to turn out well for Roland.
Yeah, and somebody said, what is there only like 2 or 3 left? I think there's 5 Americans remaining in this tournament right now. Jeremy Seaman, Evan Lunda, Tony Robles, Kang Lee, and Tyler Steyer, all on the B side. But there are 5 Americans left.
Somebody gave us a hard time on one of the YouTube comments saying, what are these commentators stupid? Obviously, Kang Lee's from the USA because he was wearing a shirt that said USA, but he's originally from South Korea. I'm going to stick to that. And yes, he lives in USA right now. It's like, where's Jason Shaw from? If somebody asked me that question, I'm going to say Scotland, but obviously he lives in the United States right now.
Meanwhile, Roland doing his best to go and kick it to 5 after ending up not so well. Left a bit of a jump shot and oh boy, put himself in jail there. Kind of unfortunate. That ball not being on the rail is going to make it just that much more difficult. But the 6 ball, that is. But going back to what Joey was saying, yeah, I mean it's. I know they'll at least have one more season. The American players or pool players in general can go and have whatever reason there is not to go and attend, but I don't know, $25,000 added, yeah, with this kind of pushback from the players and players not attending, why go and put the money out there then? If you're the promoter, so it goes hand in hand. But they need to get the top American players there. I mean, or if not, take this event to Europe then. They don't got this kind of added money for Euro Tour events, I can promise you that.
Yeah, that's right. So it is still 1-0 here, right? Did I miss a rack? I feel like I haven't changed the score in a good while, and I was looking at a couple other things.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
He's lining up a 2-railer here. He called it on the side. Ooh, overran it. And went a little wide up that second rail. Rome's going to have 5 balls here to get on the board. And Roland's one of these players who's been playing real consistent lately. The last 6 months he's been in the States, he's been playing a lot on Sundays. So, really an underrated player. But he should make quick work of this.
Yeah, to answer your question there in the comments, this is actually 2 races to 4, this format for the Predator Pro Series. This is the third stop on this tour in Michigan, Battle Creek. 2 races to 4. If the same player wins both, they've won the match. Obviously, if both players are tied, it goes to a spot shot shootout. And Garcia able to get out there, levels it at 1 here in the first set. Robert in the comments says this event did not have any venues down south like in Louisiana or Texas. That is correct, but I believe Ozzy Reynolds already may have said that they have plans to hit Texas in next year. Do you know anything about that, Mike?
No, but they better. I'll call. Let me call Ozzy. Come on down to Texas.
I think I heard Ozzy say that when he was talking on the stream the one time, one of the interviews.
No, I hope so. It'll be good. Um, I know I like the way they're lining it up with their state events they got going on across the country. Because I know they got an amateur event there in that same room. I love that idea. I think it'll really help get these players have more fans. Meanwhile, Roland's gonna be dry here on the break. Hit him pretty square, but he's got to get good on the 2. It's not a gimme. The position. Does it pass the 9, Jeremy?
Yeah, I didn't think so at first, but the way he played it, I don't think he's playing a combination here. I think it's going to rub in right off the rail. And he's not going to put a big stroke on this. He's just going to pinch. What? I think he's going to roll it for the 3 on the side. Yeah, so this should rub in pretty easily. And he had the whole pocket.
Oh, wow. Okay. My eyes deceive me. I didn't think it would go.
Looks to be pretty good here. I don't know. Does he have the angle to go towards the 5 with this, or is he going lower? I think if it's the second of those 2, you kind of pinch this back for the corner.
It looks like he can go into it.
Okay, yeah,
But
that would be ideal.
What do I know though? I thought the 2 ball didn't pass the 9. So
Yeah, he was going the other way. It's back in line here pretty well. The 4 does pass the 5 to the side. That makes this much simpler. Just going to pull but stun back here for the 5 in the corner, and everything's pretty open from here. The 8 cuts from a lot of places. Like if you get your cue ball anywhere, like about where the 5 is, or even higher. Actually, that 8 would go even from where the cue ball is now, Mike. So it's really not covered by the 10 very much at all.
well, he's picking apart this rack real smooth. I like how not only does it make it look easy, but he gets in really good spots. So that kid's just solid. Well,
There you go, George Teache in the comments giving us some insider information there, Mike.
Yeah, he didn't want me calling Ozzy. That's what it was. No, that's fantastic news. I'll definitely be there for that. Anything in Texas, Louisiana. I try to avoid Oklahoma if I can, but anywhere around, I'll try to go to. Nice shot by Pius. Real confident. Sizing up to where he wants to be on this 10. He's got all the options in the world. He's about to make this 1. Great hit.
Yeah, and George, I think that's what Mike's alluding to, and that's what we all like about these events being uh, connected with the big state amateur events, so that the potential fan base for these pros can get some exposure to the professional game here and learn, you know, what they have an opportunity to watch and be fans of these guys.
Yeah, a lot of these players here, especially the two that you're watching right now. I mean, they're traveling from all over the world to go and compete and provide for their families, and so um, they come over here to a different country, and then we all know how big the U.S. is. So and they've been all over the place, um, just battling nonstop week after week, and it's been a great time for pool. But as fans, we got to go and show our support back. So whether it's you know um, going and watching these streams or supporting the sponsors, whatever we can do.
That did not change the score there. Pius leads 2-1 here in the first set over Roland Garcia. Looked real strong on that last run out.
Is he dry though? It looks like he is. Boy, I'm gonna butcher this name, but shout out to Virginius. His last name starts with an S. We appreciate the donation. Thanks a lot. For those of you who don't know, we do have um, Damien from Jam Apparel was kind enough to donate a competition jersey that can be personalized, that we will be donating and giving away. And then I convinced Joey that we'll match it. So we'll do two winners, two jerseys, get whatever style you want, however customized you want. Damien will knock it out for you, ship it out to you. The way you get entered into it is by donating, and we have some payment information there at the bottom of the screen. And $5 will get you one ticket, $20 will get you five tickets. And if we don't do the drawing later today, then we'll definitely be doing it tomorrow. So, and right now, chances are really good. So, um, any support is appreciated. But even just you guys tuning in is fantastic, and sharing the stream, of course, also helps out. So, um, thanks a lot, guys. Oh, he was trying to come around two rails, huh, Jeremy? Caught it a little fat.
You caught me sleeping over here.
Yeah. Well, it looked like he was trying to just clip the one, come off two rails, and end up by that 10-6, and he hit it about as well as I would, where he hit the one and then ended up right in the hole. So Pius is gonna have a ball in hand here.
Yeah, the three passes, the 10. I don't believe the 6 does. But the 6-10 combination or carom is certainly viable. Another question in the comments. No time control on the outer tables here for this tournament, just the feature table. 30-second shot clock with, I believe, a 20-second extension per rack. But it shouldn't be any problem in this match. These guys both go about their business pretty fast. He's a little steep on this 5. I think we'll be seeing a 6-10 carom here, which, on first glance, I kind of thought sat better than the combination anyways, Mike.
Yeah. Oh. Well, it wiped its feet, but it went in. I don't think he's got the carom here.
Nah, because he hit that 5 fat. That cue ball would have
Yeah.
been another 2 foot to the left if he would have cleanly pocketed that 5.
Yeah, and even now that combo is horrible too. So I don't like this one bit.
I don't like it either. You might have to play the combination from here. Like you said, it's not sitting great, but he's looking.
He might be lining up the carom still, Jeremy.
Yeah, it sure looked like it, didn't it?
I don't know.
I think
He's just
did he
giving it a
try
whack.
to. It's really tough to tell exactly what he's trying
Don't
to
do
do
that
on
to
that.
him. Don't do that to him. Well, he didn't leave a pocket. He went for one bank already. I wonder if he elects to try to just stiffen it up off the top rail, and he is versed in banking the ball, being a solid one pocket player. Nope, he's playing all safe, holding it behind the 8. Nice shot, good touch. Wow, fantastic,
I think he got
fantastic
it
shot by
dead
Roland. Yeah,
dead perfect. I think, Mike. I don't know how much
golly.
of the left side rail PS has here, and the 9 blocks the other rail, even if he wasn't hooked on the 8. Um, but I think
Now,
if he does go to the left, he's gonna have to spin the cue ball. That 8's got him good.
yeah, that would be our jam up safety of the match so far. That was fantastic, man. You couldn't place that ball down on the table any better than what Roland just did there. And that is not a easy shot to go and execute the way that he did. So,
I mean, I
and PS
might
knows
even
it
look at
too.
a 3 railer here around the 10. Can't quite tell. It might not be there. Nah, I don't think it's there. This is tough.
Well, he's looking at it.
But even this is tough. When you have to spin a ball and you're cueing on the side of the cue ball that is frozen to the object ball you're trying to avoid. It's so tough to avoid a foul and hit it clean.
Well,
Giving
he
it
gave
his
that
full
tap, tap,
attention.
tap on the table as
Yeah.
a show of respect, because he knows that Roland put him in a really tough spot. And while I do like a shot clock at times, I like respecting like these kind of situations where, I mean, he's in jail here.
Yeah, this
He's
is
really trying to figure it out.
and he's looking at that 3 reeler now. But Mike, that's a great point. I mean, this is what I don't like about a shot clock. You don't have time to figure it out in a situation like this with a shot clock. You have to just go with your first gut instinct and fire at it. And to me, that waters the game down a little bit. We don't see some of those great escapes.
Yeah, but it's all within reason, and especially when it comes to if we want it to be on a on TV, you know. So there's a bit of a balance there. George is saying roll up on the 8.
I think he's probably about 2 minutes behind watching this, not
I was
live
gonna
with
say,
us. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, he went for it. Oh, he just missed it. Well, this is weird. So why is John Lehman there then?
I'm sure
Oh, to
Roland
watch the
called
hit?
John over to make sure that he didn't foul jacked up over the 8.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. I thought maybe that somebody had complained about the pace of play, but it makes a lot more sense what you said.
Yeah, either way, he hit it there. Either the shot that he played, he was going to be elevated over the 8, kind of stretching a little bit, or the other one where you're trying to spin it and your cue's right next to the ball. Certainly a spot where you want to get somebody to watch it. Nice shot.
Two balls away from tying it up at 2-2. This is what I really like when it comes to what these racks going to give you, because it's a lot more of the chess match, the play and pool part of it. And even though that game may have taken a little bit of time, at least for me, it was very entertaining.
I certainly agree with you on that, Mike. So, anyways, guys, that Jam Up Safety from Roland Garcia brought to you by Jam Up Apparel. They have generously donated a customized shirt for one lucky winner. And it does not have to be the shirt that you're looking at, guys. And if you can go to the Jam Up website, any of those competition polos you'll be able to choose from should you win the drawing that we have going on right now. And you can enter that drawing with any $5 donation will get you one spot in the drawing, and any $20 donation will get you 5 spots in the drawing. So all of that support is greatly appreciated. As Roland has set the break here, tied 2-2 here, first set.
Got the 2 ball down. Wow, the 3 kicked the 9 to kind of open it up, but that 8's going to get in the game and more of a mess down table. So, or up table rather, depending on how you look at it. I wonder, can he hit it?
And Mike, we mentioned it earlier, but we didn't, I don't think, do a great job of highlighting the moment of this match right here. This is the bubble match. This is one of these guys will be out, no cash from this tournament. The other guy will be in the final 16 redraw and back tomorrow to try to go a lot deeper.
I haven't watched, when we've been here streaming and doing commentary and stuff on the outside table, so I haven't watched a lot of the TV table matches, and there's a few players that I haven't seen play. Um, Obviously since Vegas or the US Open rather, but I haven't really seen anyone give it like a really great break to know, okay, this is who I think is going to go and win, or at least be able to get into uh, the the uh, the last day when it's all TV table. Because I know in Vegas, like I saw Kachi break the balls really really well, so I had a really good feeling that he was going to go deep in that event just from that break. And but I really haven't seen any of these guys really have a break that's just standing out.
Right. Nice shot there from Pius. Yeah, for me, the best break that we've really seen on our stream table here would be Shane Wolford. He had the most consistent. We saw him in 2 different matches, breaking really well. But he's out of the tournament. So yeah, I'm with you, Mike. I haven't got to watch a lot of the mainstream table. We've seen a lot of Kang Lee, a lot of these guys fighting through the B side. We've seen Ruslan a couple times.
Shout out to Patrick Nix for your donation. We appreciate it. We'll make sure and put you in. Please, whenever you guys are sending the payments, don't put any notes, mention any giveaways or anything like that if you can. Good kick by Roland, but he's gonna sell out if the ball doesn't get low. Does he got a window?
I think he's got the window for the kick. I don't think you can see the ball. And then that 5's in a bad spot. If that 5 wasn't there, you could play like a kick and stick kick here. But that's not there. He's going to have to come up with a different solution.
No. Roland's been twisting them up, tying them up, putting them in tough spots. I like this approach of just trying to keep it simple and containing and, live to fight another day.
Yeah, don't force anything when it's not there. Typically
Right.
will not go your way. So you're going to see another great safety here from Roland in all likelihood. But like you said, Pius just lives to fight another inning. Maybe the next one he'll have a better look. Yeah, Robert, I think the top 16 do get paid. I don't have the structure in front of me right now. I'll see if I can find that information for you. I would have to think it's up on Q Sports International's webpage somewhere.
Here. Well, it looks like he sold out the another combination after firing at that one, huh, Jeremy?
Did he play the? Did Roland play the 1-5?
Oh, yeah, he played the 1-5. Yeah, played the 1-5. Got really lucky how this one ball stayed right there, because that ball should have tracked way to the right the way that he first made contact with it.
Jerry says the Tucson event 9th through 16th got $800 each, and I think that would be about a double up, right? I think the entry is like 375 or something, so that would be about right if you're not paying a quarter. I mean, if you're paying a quarter, it should be close to your entry, but with added money that goes up from there.
Oh, how's he gonna get? Is the 9 ball gonna get in the way? Is the 10 gonna help him?
I think the 10 did help him.
Oh, came out looking good. Pius.
Yeah,
Nice
Rick,
shot.
you may be right. I was looking at my trying to find out the payment information for you guys. Not quite sure about that. Um, but opportunity here for Pius to try to climb up onto the hill. He's looked really good in this set. Nice tough match here. B-side action. Bubble match on an outer table here at the CSI Predator Pro Series event in Battle Creek, Michigan. Nice shot. Big favorite to get out from here. This rack will be all about the transition from the 8 to the 9, but not a lot in it.
All right. Nice stroke by Pius. Looks like he's got angle. Yep. Nice shot. Real nice shot. This kid can play. He got a little flat here. Doesn't take any time. Looks like he's gonna draw out of it. Yeah, I think that just really shows how. I mean, he got a lot out of that. He's gonna have a little bit of a back cut here at the bottom left, but the way he's pocketing balls, I don't see this being a problem. Good
Yep,
shot.
able to get it done. Leads 3-2 here in the first set. And this is winner break, so chance to try to control and close it out here.
First set. First set. Put a little bit of heat in rolling. And to be fair, I mean, both players are playing real solid. They go back and forth early on, and then whoever blinks first, the other player's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and Labutus is not a huge underdog here by any means. This is we're talking like a 20-point Fargo difference is all. Relatively close match on paper. Yeah, races to four guys in the comments. I'm gonna change that graphic, Mike. We've had a couple questions about this. I'll throw it up on the.
Got a bit of a freeze. 3-2 in favor of Pius. It's a win or go home time. So it's get the cash or don't get the cash time also, like you were mentioning earlier. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Voodoo Boy. We have been doing that. When the first set's over, in that place where it says first set right now, it will say the winner and what the score was.
He's able to get a good squat, and he's able to just
That's about it, right?
yeah. He he couldn't. Man, that's tough. 3, 4, 5, 9. He's going. He did get a ball down. I must have missed it, but it looks like he got the 4 ball down.
He could see enough to play a
Oh,
safety here. Yeah, I
I
think he
like
got
this
him.
kid, man. He just keeps it simple but effective.
That's very effective. I don't think Roland has any of this ball.
I don't think so neither.
Oh, maybe it's closer than I think.
I don't know.
He's not sure still either. He's giving it a real good look.
No, he can see it. He has to be able to see it the way he's lining up.
Yeah,
He's
you're
checking
right.
out how that cue ball's coming down.
Yep.
Um,
That 8 ball's big here. Tough to beat.
yeah, you're right.
Got to get into this one a little bit, which he did.
He
Barely
did.
nudged the 8, but that's going to be pretty good. The 6 is going to get in the game, and
Yeah,
he might have to jump here. Jump kick.
he really wanted it to go wide, but it's so tough, like you said, with that 8 ball being where it was at. What is he saying there? There's some.
Uh,
Maybe he's saying it was a foul.
he might be saying that he might have asked if he needs somebody to watch this, because if he's going to play the jump kick, the hit on the 1-7 might get real close. And it looks like he is getting the jump cue. Wow, big update, guys. And we've seen Kang Lee on our stream 3 times this week. He's currently locked in a battle with Tyler Steyer on the main stream, but he was able to win the first set, Mike, by a score of 4-1 over Tyler Steyer. Really nice win. And we've been saying it all 3 times that we got to look at the young man. He's playing really well.
Yeah, the tables, just his style of play. He never really looks flustered or frustrated. His pocketing's been fantastic. We have got to watch him quite a bit, and he makes it look effortless.
Yeah, and a huge underdog in that match on the mainstream table. Got to be a pressure situation, as Pius's body blocked our view of that, but from his body language, that must have been a good hit, and he's got at least half the ball hooked here. But Roland only needs an edge here for the shot he's going to want to play anyways. If he has any of it, he's got what he needs.
And he blinked first. Sold out.
Yeah, first real chance for Pius to try to close this set out here. One goes in the side. This is a shot you got to pay attention to. You got to trust your alignment, get real still, straight back, straight through. But it doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball, just like that. Nice shot.
Good shot. Even in, even out. And
There's work to do here. 2 to the 3 is simple, the 3 to the 5 is simple, but the 5 to the 6 a little bit of a tricky transition. Might have to take a hair of a steeper cut on the 6. If you get a great angle on the 5, you'll be able to play the cue backwards on a line that takes you just under the 7 naturally, but you want to get to a good spot here on this shot. He's a hair steeper than I would want to be, Mike. I don't know. This is the one where it's tough to hit it softly enough to pinch it good below the 7, but not get all the way down into the 6. I don't like
Well,
playing this one softly. It just plays funny, Mike. It's definitely doable.
the way he's been executing, I trust whatever it is he wants to do, and he hit that
Oh,
good.
what a
What a nice
shot. He hit it
shot.
so
Yeah.
good.
Don't put him over the 8 though. Oh, it's a little bit flat though.
I think a stop shot's going to be okay here. Maybe not
Yeah.
exactly what he would have wanted, but this will be fine.
There you go. He's good. He's good. He's about to go and take this first set here in just a few moments.
Yeah, just really, really strong play from this young man. Certainly doesn't lack any confidence, doesn't lack any fundamentals, pocketing ability. Going toe to toe with a Filipino juggernaut here. We've mentioned it a couple times. Roland Garcia coming in just about as hot as anybody. I mean, maybe not like your top 4 guys, like we talked about it earlier this week. Aloysius Yap, um, Johan Chua,
With
uh,
authority.
Nyoki Oi, certainly in that conversation for the players playing better than anybody right now. But Roland Garcia has been hot, playing really well. And this young man does not appear to have any fear putting it on him. Takes the first set by a score of 4-2. We'll reset here 0-0 start on the second set. And Roland Garcia has to find a way to bounce back and claim this one to force a shootout.
All right, trivia time. Jam up. Oh no, sorry. This is a Kamui trivia time. So, Roland got second place a couple months back in Des Moines, Iowa. Big Dogs Billiards, their expo they had out there. Came in second in the one pocket. Who took first? Comment in the chat if you know it. First one to go and guess correctly.
I'm on this one.
We'll get a free Kamui voucher.
Am I eligible or no?
Well, you can try and just wait, and then wait in the mail and see if the voucher arrives there, buddy.
Oh man, let me log into my wife's Facebook real quick. Hang on.
First one to comment in the chat. Mark Cohen takes it down. SVB, the man of the moment, the man who just defeated Chang Jun Lin, 155, 139. Mark Cohen. If I'm butchering your name, I apologize. Mark is correct. Shoot me a PM, Molina Mike in Facebook or at Windows Open page with your shipping information, and we'll get you a Kamui voucher.
Kenny Lee able to take the first rack in that second set as well. So leads 1-0 and up a set over Tyler Steyer, trying to make that last 16.
So how many matches are going on right now then?
Just these 2. That's what I was confused about earlier, Mike, is I was looking at it. I knew this was the last round before the final 16, so I couldn't figure out how it was going to take all day. But they're just using 2 tables all day long. It's going to be 2 matches here now, 2 matches or maybe 3 matches at 2 matches right now, 2 matches at 5, 2 matches at 6:30 and 2 matches at 8. As we've got a fan or a spectator comes over to the table to have a little conversation with Pius. John Lehman comes over to shoo him away. You know, it was real funny, Mike, when I was at the U.S. Open. I guess it was last Tuesday. We're watching, and some elderly gentleman comes up and starts talking to one of the players on the sideline, and I'm with a couple guys, and I'm kind of like a tour guide because I know who all these players are and everything. So they're like, "Who's that over there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. It must be somebody like high up in Matchroom or something like that." He's like talking to the players, walked right up like he owned the place, and then like 3 minutes later, one of the referees comes over and kind of like gives him a little kick in the pants to get back over to the sidelines. So.
Oh man. Well, make yourself at home.
Pretty funny. All right, so a little bit of a break here in between these two sets. Not quite sure what we're waiting on, but should be starting here momentarily, guys. This will be the last match that I'm able to participate in here today. I've had a blast hanging out with you, Mike, kind of all week, really. Appreciate you guys giving me the chance to be on with you. Have a ton of fun getting the new commentary on some of these great matchups.
Yeah, likewise, man. We appreciate your help and stepping up and uh, take command of the ship at times and just being there for us. So thank you. As the one ball goes in the side, two balls coming back around, and this is a great break by PS and a fantastic start to the second set. Boy, oh boy, everything just kind of opened up, and again, he got that cue ball just squatted.
We have not seen a break like that, I don't think, this entire tournament. We've seen a couple good ones, but that one looked like, SVB, Tyler Steyer, Didi when they're right, has not happened very much. The four railer almost went in. That was the two ball. Oh, and then he misses the two.
Oh, oh man. Boy, just as we were saying how great this break was,
Mm. He didn't know
that's,
how to. He didn't know how to handle it.
yeah.
I hadn't seen
Boy, oh
anything like that.
boy. You gotta, you gotta capitalize right there because that was just a gift.
Wow, that's brutal. So chance here for Roland to kind of steal back some of the momentum, and every rack is important and every rack counts as one, right? But sometimes when you have a
Uh-oh.
miss like that, oh my goodness, don't do it. And
Oh,
that's got to be that
oh.
springy rail. See, he puts outside English on that ball, and you're expecting the cue ball to
Mm,
grab the rail and climb the table. And if you catch that springy rail, it just doesn't spin. And you could see like he was looking at that rail the whole time, even before the cue ball got into the pocket. That's just not a
yeah.
mistake you see top level players make, Mike. Like that's not. It's almost not within the realm of possibility for him to scratch in that side pocket. That is equipment.
Yeah, I'd be hard to go and argue. I've watched a lot of Roland over the last 6 months. Texas Open, Vegas, Des Moines. I've watched him play a lot. You don't see that kind of. You don't really see mistakes like that from him in a
You
huge
don't
spot
Yeah,
because I
you
mean
don't
that's
scratch there
that's
if you're a
big.
650 Fargo. Like it wouldn't matter which player it was playing that shot. You don't scratch there. You just roll it in with some outside and the cue ball climbs the table, but that's all equipment there, man.
Well, when we said Pius didn't know how to handle it, maybe Roland you know, kind of got a little starstruck there too. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I
I mean,
I
I
I
guess
I'd go more with what you're saying though, because
the reason I'm saying it not just the shot itself, but if you looked at Roland, he's just like staring at that rail before the cue ball even gets in the pocket, like tough to watch sometimes, man. There's certainly some adjustments to be made with these tables, and it's going to happen quick. I think um, We've heard a lot of complaints from these top players about the way these rails play.
Well, nevertheless, you know, Roland didn't do his job, and meanwhile Pius did. So, 1-0 in a race to four, and if he can go and keep up what he just had that first break, um, Roland may be on his way to South Carolina sooner than he anticipated.
Yeah. And I was in the middle of the thought there. The mistake from Pius, um, that a rack like that can go ahead and count as double sometimes, Mike. It's just one on the wire, but the momentum connected with making a silly
Oh,
mistake and your opponent capitalizing. But I was talking about the mistake from Pius, and as I was saying it, Roland finds a way to give it back, and this is going to be tough to recover from. Look, you mentioned the way Pius just broke that last rack. Although he didn't make the one this time, does get the four railer to go, and pretty good here. And believe it or not, that slight little bump from the 3 on the 10 just made a huge difference in this rack. Not quite sure he has the shot on the 1 to get there. He could play a 1-5 combination and try to control this cue ball. I think it's straight enough for the 1 wouldn't move too much. But even if it did, it'd be moving towards that corner pocket to the left of the 3. So, yeah, has a chance here. But he really put a
mm,
lot on that.
mm.
So
Wow, we
throw all
came out
that out
looking
the
pretty
window.
good. He came out looking pretty good, but um, yeah, yeah, I'm still a little bit in shock as to what happened the last wreck. That's just pretty, and we've seen it. I mean, you've commentated a lot with me, Jeremy. How many times have we seen where someone makes one mistake and a player steals a rack they shouldn't have, and then the next game the 10 ball goes in on the break or just something goofy, you know,
Hmm.
where it does end up costing them not just that one, but the one immediately thereafter. So,
Rush in the comments says he's guessing that Predator is not a sponsor for the live stream.
you know, well, Predator's doing a great job in innovating the game and um, putting on this event. They're a huge part of the the amount of pool that's been going on across the world right now. So shout out to Predator Qs because they do a phenomenal job. But you know, we'd be we'd be lying if we said we hadn't heard some of the feedback from the players. But that's something that they will take. They will go and address. They will go back and do some tuning up. And it's part of why the tables aren't available on the market, right? They got to do their due diligence and their R&D um, to be able to make the adjustments they need to go and make. So, and I suspect they will. Um, but yeah, no, shout out to Predator. I can't stress it enough, and um, seeing their everything they've done in Vegas, everything they've done with Matchroom, they've done with this tour. Um, they put they help a lot of players out. They sponsor a lot of players, and they put their money back into pool. So they
That's
definitely have my respect.
a great point, Mike, and I would echo the same. Like we're not on here trying to bash anything Predator's
No,
doing.
no, no.
Obviously, this is a prototype. Um, and you hate to see it have a huge effect on a match like that shot right there. But I have nothing but great things to say about Predator. And the point that you made is the reason they're a great company is because they're gonna take all this feedback that they get and they're gonna come back better with the next version. So. Shout out to them. Like you said, they're one of the most important companies in pool for my money. And I'm a fan. I play with a lot of Predator equipment myself.
I'll give you guys a real good example. That jump cue that's in Roland's hands right there. He actually jumped it really well. He got really unfortunate, but that jump cue that's in Roland's hands, that's the BK Air Rush that will be released soon onto the market. Well, I remember seeing the unmarked version maybe maybe like around February. Played completely different than the way it does now, than the one that's going to be coming out here really soon. So what they did was they gave it to the players. Players were using it. A few players, not as many as got this version. Um, they made the adjustments, and now I've heard nothing but really good things about him. And did he get lined up Did it get lined up? I don't think it did. I think you got to cut it a little bit to the
He's got a
right.
big pocket here, right?
Yeah, but because of where it depends on how that gap is. Yeah, see, he's trying to go and cut that 6 ball back to the left so that way it cuts the 10 ball to the right.
Yeah, so the 4 is not helping much if he's got to get it going that
Mm-mm.
way, right? If
Yeah,
it was
no,
lined
no,
up
no.
the other way to the rail, this would be a big pocket. That's a great point,
Oh,
Mike.
for sure. Yeah, if it was on the right side, absolutely. Well, this is a big spot in the match, man. And he got it, and he got it, and that 4 ball did help out Jeremy. Wow, how cold is that if you're rolling? But what a turn of events here, man. Already up 1 set, making it 2-0 after that 10 ball just got. Oh man, and he played all ball there. He played nothing but to go and make it. Fantastic shot. If you're on Team Pius, but boy, and we just seen it, man. Like when you don't do your job and you don't take advantage of mistakes, then it just starts the pool gods, man. They just come and just start pouring down on you. you know, like a early 10 was nowhere near in the cards for this rack until it just dressed up the way that it did. So um, he's had back to back great breaks. So um, let's see if he can go and continue to ride this wave. Already sitting on a 1 set cushion as well, up 2-0 in the second set. 8 ball's gonna go. 1 ball's gonna go. And what is he gonna have? Well, he's gonna have options.
Yeah, I think he'll go 2 rails with the cue ball down below the 610 area. Maybe get down to this 3 ball. It's tough to play this right behind the 4 because the two's so close to frozen. It looks like.
Yeah, Tim, I'm not sure what you're referring to in the chat, but I was at Vegas. I saw a lot of the Tucson event. Um, for what the pro players didn't like about the format, there was a ton of great response from the fans and people, going around and watching each match more so than I've seen in a lot of other pool tournaments. Fans were engaged, fans were excited, and not just on the TV table. There was a total of I think 7 tables, 8 tables to the left and right, and they were getting people everywhere following this format. It was very exciting from a fan's perspective. I mean, don't get me wrong, like you're never gonna be able to please everybody, but like I said, having been to a ton of tournaments with different formats, I hadn't seen people go and get around tables like they did for this event. Meanwhile, did he hook him? Yeah, it looks like he did because he's thinking about going with the short stick.
And what did he just play the bank shot here, the crossover, or is he going to try to send it down table and cue ball back up behind the 9? Um, I think that's what he's looking at. He's looking at a 2 rail kick now. Oh
Hmm.
no, looking at kicking the other way. Yeah, maybe still 2 rails probably. But it's weird to me to kick 2 rails this way if you're trying to make the ball. Because what do you get on the 3 on a make?
Mm.
And he missed the
And
whole
see, like
ball.
with the unknown of the rails and the inconsistency of it, I'm not too in love with it. We saw him go wide earlier with the 2 railer that he tried, where it went wide as well. And you really don't see players like that when he had that many options not at least make contact.
Oh yeah, if this is a diamond, he hits the ball. But they're trying to make adjustments and figure it out, so chance here for Roland to get back into it.
Not just a chance. I mean, you gotta get on the board.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you
needs
this
this
is a
one.
big game. You can't go down 3-0 when you're already stuck a set.
The 6 goes. He's gonna pull this back down, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's easy to get flat, but he's okay. He's
Oh.
he's got a little bit of a back cut here. He's gonna be okay.
Hit that well. Good shot, Roland.
Straight back up to where it is now for the cue ball. Should be out.
It's got some rhythm. Not taking too much time. No, stop, stop, stop.
Yep, that'll get it done there, and we got a match, guys. Roland going to be trailing 2-1, but with the break here in the second set, trying to force a shootout here for a chance to get into the final 16 redraw here at the CSI Predator Pro Series event number 3 in Battle Creek, Michigan. You're watching a collaborative effort between the Booth brothers. I'm on with Melina Mike right now, and the Sweat. I am Jeremy Mason, the host of the Sweat. Hope you guys have been enjoying this coverage from the outer tables here at the event. Been with you a couple days now, and we're getting on down to the nitty gritty there, Mike.
Speaking of nitty gritty, TV table match is tightening up a little bit. Kang Lee took a 2-0 lead after winning the first set 4-1, and now he's up 2-1 on Tyler, but Tyler is running balls right now. So go check out World Billiard TV on YouTube. Go support that stream as well, you guys. He's got a cut. I think he's got a cut here, Jeremy.
He does, and this is a pretty wide open table here. Really, this first shot's going to be the toughest part, just getting the 1 down and getting a good look at the 2. The 6 is in a funny spot. He's probably going to have to, yeah, he's going to spin down with some left hand inside English, but it's not a hanger. I mean, it's not too much to make this ball. It's actually maybe even a little easier to make this ball with some spin, but the 4 ball's in a funny spot here, Mike.
Mm, the 4? Oh.
He handled it really
Oh.
well. That looked like that cue ball almost clipped the rail before it clipped the 1. But he's smelling like a rose now. This is wide open.
Shout out to Franco, my man Franco Custom Cues, for sending us a donation. We appreciate you. Franco's a real good friend of mine, from Dallas. Makes some just fantastic jump cues, playing cues, real attention to detail. A little nitty, but solid guy. So we appreciate you. Meanwhile, he kept it a little simple there, and I like it. Just kind of maybe draw it back a little bit, pinch it. There you go.
Yep, this is perfect. He's a huge favorite to get out from here, get it to 2-2, and get a little bit of pressure back onto the young Lithuanian.
Come back and forth. Got perfect. 4 balls away. And both these guys are starting to go and find their break, so it's kind of unfortunate that even if Roland does go and somehow win this set, we're going to be going to a shootout because this has been fun.
Yeah, both these guys capable of making a deep run here in this tournament. The winner of this match, you
If they
might see
break
a
like
little bit
this,
of
yeah.
absolutely. There's still some heavyweights already have claimed their spots over there in the final 16. Aloysius Yap, couple other big names. Get a quick update on the bracket here in a second after I change the score for you guys.
Two. We got action. As my daughter's yelling in the background.
Yeah, it's still my favorite comment of the whole week, Mike, is when my wife put my son down next to me a couple days ago, and somebody in the comments asked if that was Earl or Mika crying in the background. That's
I
strong.
think that was Marty Herman who said that.
Yeah.
Roland's taking his time here. Big spot.
So still some heavyweights in this tournament here, guys. Already into the final 16, undefeated so far. Clint Kachi, Oliver Zolnoki, Victor Zelinsky, Konrad Ushizhin, Alex Kazakis, Mario He, Roberto Gomez, Mika Immonen. And then your matches on the B side, the one you're watching right now here on your screen, Pius versus Roland Garcia. Mainstream table, Kang Lee leads over Tyler Steyer up a set. And then matches coming up later on today, your 5 o'clock matches, Tony Robles versus Aloysius Yap. And Dennis Grabe versus Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. And then at 6:30, Misko Fortunsky versus Fedor Gorst. And John Mora versus Evan Lunda. And then at 8, last round of the day, the last two spots in the final 16 will be the winners of Jeremy Seaman versus Lian Han To and Torsten Holman versus Mickey Kraus.
Boy, that was a mouthful.
Yeah,
Roland got
it keeps getting tougher and tougher, to be honest.
Roland got a good break, but nothing down. And it's not a. I mean, he's got a shot on the one ball, but what are you benefiting here? Even if you make it, two's in a really difficult spot.
Is he looking at trying to snap it back above the side pocket, above the like between the 3-5 and then back out to the 5? That's a lot to ask. Sometimes you got to play it safe on a shot like this. I mean, it's so juicy looking in front of you. The one, it's so easy to pocket the one here. But like you mentioned, man, getting on the 2 is a whole different animal.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason why he's lining it up like this.
The only other shot I see is loading up with inside and stunning it to the long rail below the 3, and it would go to the long rail, short rail, and then back between the 10-7. But both those shots really asking a lot. I think the second one's actually easier, though, and less risky. Wow, it went in the corner.
God. Oh
There
my
was a
God.
gap
What
between
a shot. What a sick young man. Jesus. How good did he hit that ball? I wish we had a replay just for that shot. Wow.
I didn't even I didn't even
Oh
think
my
there was a
God.
chance that went past the 6, and he just fired it in.
Unbelievable.
Wow, what a shot.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous. I did not think that ball went at all. I didn't even think that was an option.
No, I'd have lost money on that one. If you'd asked me if
For
that one went
sure.
past the 6, I'd have
Instant busted.
yeah,
Quick.
gone.
Yeah. And once he committed to it, he didn't take long to just say, "All right, I'm in. This is what I'm going with."
Yeah, that's kind of the way you got to
wow.
hit shots like that, right? It can't be any
Yeah.
hesitation or
You can't
doubt.
be in your own head because I mean
Yeah.
it was tough. Oh. Well, he'll be all right.
Well,
What are you gonna do here? Draw out?
Yeah, it goes to the corner.
Float up on the 10, maybe? I don't know. What are you doing here, Jeremy?
I mean, after firing that one ball in, I'm shooting here.
After firing that one ball, I think I need to stop guessing what the kid's gonna do.
Yeah, that's a great point. You can't ask me what I would do here because I would have played the wrong shot on the one ball and it would have been rolling at the table right now. So
1,000%. He fired that one in there like he was playing on a valley table. He just speared it in.
I like
And
how he
again,
took the time to regroup here.
I agree. Keeping it simple. What a surprise. And is it going to leak? It
Yeah, but he
leaked.
one-stroked it, Mike. That's the thing. Like, you could take the time and make the right decision and then not give the shot the attention it deserves.
Wait, now hold on a minute. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. He did the same thing when he committed to the one ball, and he came out looking like a genius. So I'm not going to go and knock the kid here. Maybe it was just, listen, we talked about equipment before. Who knows? Maybe it kind of got a little bouncy there. I don't know. But if that's his style of play and it was so successful just a little bit ago, I don't want to go and question it now. And look how far down this cue ball got. Man.
My only counter to that, Mike, is the shots where you're hitting a ball into a pocket are so much more natural to play than any time you're playing a little ticky-tack save for the cue ball like that. They require almost more attention, you know?
Fair enough. Yeah, I can see that. And Rowan's going to make him pay. Boy, this is a swing game. A
Huge swing.
swing game. You know.
Yeah, you think Pius is really taking the bull by the horns there with that shot on the one ball, and then just a temporary loss of focus as he shot that two or the three, I guess it was. Got in a funny spot, had to drop back and play safe, didn't quite execute it as well as he needed to. And here we are, Roland Garcia looking really strong, about to climb up on the hill and have the break. We might be heading for a shootout here, guys.
What a fantastic. Oh, no. The way this match is gone, there ain't no way Roland's breaking and running. It's just the ebbs and flows don't say it's going to be so.
Do I get
But
what are the odds
what
that
a
I get on
battle.
that?
What a Roland breaking and running? Shoot
Yeah.
me a number. Shoot me a number. I might I might I might give you some action here.
Nah, I'm gonna pick my battles here.
Okay. All right. Well, you just let me know if you decide to get a little froggy.
Yeah, I'm working
Meanwhile,
on.
Roland's gonna pocket that 10 ball on the side and 3-2 in favor of the Filipino. What a fantastic match so far, especially the second set.
I should have fired something because I'm gonna be the next guy on that cool guy, a little bit nitty list.
Boy. All right, 3-2. Roland didn't take much time here to go and rack the balls this time. Let's see how the break is doing for him. He's had some ups and downs there. Uh-oh, 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 oh. Oh, boy. And the pool gods are going the other way. As now Roland got a little bit of a roll there where it looked like he was going right in the corner pocket. Instead, the 6 ball just gets right in the game. See? I probably would have laid 3-1 for you.
3-1 wasn't gonna get it done anyways.
You Oh man, I like your style, Jeremy. On this table with that rack, I don't blame you.
Yeah, update on the Steyer versus Kang Lee. 2-2 second set. Lee won the first set by a score of 4-1, and looks like Lee just played a real nice safety. 6 balls on the table. Tyler attempting a jump shot, try to make contact with the 5, but he's in a tough spot.
What are you doing here if you're Pius? rolling out, right?
Oh, so this is from the dry break from Roland here. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely rolling out. And the 1 passes the 2 there. It looks like he wants to go down to the 5. Which is not bad. I mean, he's given up a shot on the 1, but it's a really tough transition 1 to the 2 with the position of the 6. And he was trying to tie that 5-7 up a little bit, Mike. He didn't quite get it done.
I'm gonna tell you something. With the way that he fired in that one ball, the last rack, Roland ain't giving this back. I promise you that.
Oh no, yeah, you can't give it back. But you see, the a key to that rollout, Pius really wanted that 5 to lay on the 7, and he didn't get it done.
Oh,
He's not gonna like
oh,
this.
oh, no.
Ooh,
Oh, and he got
ooh.
a window. He got a window, it looks like.
Yeah, the only problem is I think he needs to spin it in a little bit, and that 6 is in a real bad spot. I mean, the 8's in a bad spot or the 6 is in a bad spot. Like, depending on how you can play this. I don't think
Maybe he didn't get a window.
maybe he can. What I'm saying, he has to like baby masse
Spin it.
this and throw it in a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, maybe he can go around the 6. I don't know. Oh, he can draw it. Wow.
Oh, well,
So
hold on a minute. He ain't out of the woods yet. But
yeah, so he had to spin that ball in because that tells you that he hit that 2 ball real fat. The way that cue ball was spinning but not going anywhere. But he has a look here. This is okay. You can go 3 in the corner. Cue ball is going to go across the table a couple times. 4 goes in the corner past the 5, and the 5 goes to the same pocket. This is a runnable rack, and I think there's room to make the 9 in the lower left as well. But he's not going to take it on. I'm a little surprised there. And he did
he
not.
needed to get that ball right on
Wow.
that 8.
Man, another missed safety here, and this is a bad one here. He's really not going to like what he gets back on this shot.
After coming with 2 back-to-back great shots. Meanwhile, over on the TV table, a little bit of a safety battle between Kang Lee and Tyler Starr. Looks like Kang Lee got the best of it. He's running balls right now.
We found a gap once again. Roland can get at the right side of the 3 ball here, which is good for him. He can thin the 3 with some spin. 3 will head over towards the 8. The cue ball is going to come 2 rails. Catch that 3rd rail and try to get back behind the 9 again. Maybe he's looking at playing it simpler. From what I just saw, he might be just looking to use the 6 here, playing a real simple shot. But I don't know that he has that much of the 3.
You talking about just rolling up on it and getting it on one side with the cue ball on the other side?
Yeah, like 3 out to the left and then cue ball to the right of the 6. But I don't know, man. I'm afraid to hit it that softly.
I was gonna say you don't want to. Darren Appleton did that shot during the World Cup of Pool, and then I've been seeing it a lot more lately. But you really got to trust that table's gonna be true. And we're about to find out. It's gonna bounce. Oh, but he went wide with it. That's smart. Okay, good shot,
Yeah, that's how I
Roland.
thought he was playing it. I don't like that shot. He played it very well. Nice execution there from Roland. It's just a really scary shot to play. And Kang Lee straight in on the 10 ball to try to get up on the hill, already leading a set over Tyler Steyer. What a tournament for Kang Lee.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. We've seen a lot of them just playing solid. Nice return. Is he gonna get rewarded?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. And he's giving a little tap of respect there.
So Roland has an easy kind of kick behind the 3 here. He's looking at what his options are with that. I don't think he can really stick this and get the 3 out past. I think he needs to kind of hit half of the ball, send it out to the right, and have the cue ball not have a ton of pace on it. The problem here is if you're a little bit elevated over the 8 and you're spinning the ball, it's going to masse a little bit, which means you have one more thing you have to judge as this goes down the table.
He called something because he looked over at Pierce right now and told him something.
I think maybe you call the 3 in the side there, the right side. But he's playing to kick safety here, I have to think.
He is.
How is he really going to kick 2 rails? This is a better kick and stick here, actually. Well, look how short it came.
Oh, look at this. See, this is crazy. I mean, we've seen like, what is it, the third or fourth air ball, at least?
You just don't see it from 750 players.
Yeah, he's perplexed.
Yeah, and I was trying to say he did have a chance to play the kick and stick 2 rails like that. If he would have kicked behind the 3 from the 2 railer, the cue ball can park and the cue ball gets up above the 10-9. But as it is, ball in hand for Pius, chance to get to hill here. Not an easy layout here. There's a lot of work here to do. Is there a chance he draws all the way back here? Yeah, I thought he might, because the back cut angle on the 5 is pretty ideal to transition up for the 6.
The hill might be looming. 4 balls. I'll be right back.
Did he just miss the 6 ball? I missed it. I was talking to my brother on the sideline here about something real quick, guys. Did he miss that ball or was he playing a safety? I think he just missed the 6. Wow. And what a roll. I mean, he was playing shape for the 7, so like there was a good chance he was going to get down below the 10-9 here, but he's like frozen, locked behind the 10. Sean says he's playing safe. Somebody else says he missed. Sean was messing around. Okay, so yeah, he missed that 6 ball, and here Roland is locked behind the 10, looking at another 2 rail kick. And how do you feel kicking this one, Mike, when you've airmailed about 2 or 3 in a row? Oh, almost kicks it right in. Tap, tap from Pius. But another good look here for Labutis. Not an incredibly difficult shot on the 6. Yeah, guys, looks like Mike has stepped out for a moment. Three rails going to catch the 4th. Probably going to be a little bit flat on this ball. This is not ideal, but I think he can play this with low left and have that cue ball climb off the long rail back up for the 8.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a phone call.
I didn't get enough of that.
We've had drama, we've had misses, and boy, he's sick. He's sick. He's looking up.
Now, this is a tough spot to be in here. What do you do here, Mike?
Well, let me see. If it gets out of the way, I can.
Well, I can tell you it's not good.
Oh, no, I don't like that at all. I mean, Boy.
Low right may have been better. Let me. Yeah. That's what I meant. So low inside. Sorry, I may have said the wrong direction there, but low inside on that last shot, the spin reverses off the long rail and climbs the table. I think that's what he played. He just tried to smooth it too much and didn't get enough on it. Like not even close to enough on it. Now somebody in the
Blast
comments
the
says
bank.
blast the bank, LOL, but I don't know. That may actually be the shot though, Mike. I don't see anything
No, it
better.
depends. Hold on a minute, because so the eight's off the rail, but you really got to tighten it up. You can't. I don't
You don't
think
got
it'll
to
go
tighten
and
it up
just
on this
and do it
table.
natural. Well, I like that. Oh, he executed that really well.
He's going to
He
be
hit
on
that
top of these
really
balls,
well.
right?
Made the
Yeah. So he couldn't get behind it, but he was able to get it back
I
at
love that
the
shot.
9-10. Yeah. Maybe that's the best of it. Played it well.
Meanwhile, Tyler Steyer's out of the Predator Pro Series. Kang Lee moves on.
What a nice win for him, and what a nice run for him in this tournament. That's, I think, his fourth consecutive win on the B side after losing in the first round. Really, really impressive game he's had with him all week. Roland knows the importance of this shot. He's giving it his full attention, looking at all his
Well, yeah, I mean,
options.
this is from Shootout to Hill, you know.
Absolutely. He's going to thin the right side,
What's he
try to
gonna
spin
do?
it 4 rails behind the.
Oh,
Well, when he beat the
uh-oh.
kiss,
Oh, did he call
he's.
it?
There's no way. There's going to be
Oh, there's no way.
option for
It's
Pius.
like, you wanna bet whether or not he gets it back? Wow. We're gonna have a Hill.
Wow.
He hit it so hard though, you know?
Yeah, so I think he was thinking that to get the ball 4 rails, his best chance was to get the 8 going up and down the table. He couldn't really hold it there. He barely beat the double kiss on it, but it found the bottom of that corner
Yeah,
pocket.
barely. I thought for sure they were blowing at each other as they went by. With authority, the 10 ball down, and we got a Hill in the second set. What a great match. Let's see who can hold their composure. We saw a little chink in the armor as you know, Pius should have been out when he shouldn't have missed that 6 ball. And that's when all hell broke loose there on that rack.
Oh, and then Roland almost kicked it right in 2 rails. Barely missed it.
Right.
Wow. But a nice execution on that safety from Pius. Great recovery. Knew he couldn't get behind that 9-10, but figured the best of it was to go that route and just kind of get the cue ball down
Oh, he
table, 8 center of the rail, and executed it as good as he possibly could have.
hit it fantastic, that 8 ball. While he was over the ball too.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. The squat, the ball just died. Is he gonna get a ball down? The 9's down and he's gonna have a shot. Oh, and it just opened up. It opened up for him. Oh, did the 7 ball get in?
I don't. Does this go to the
Bet he
side?
wishes that cue ball was off the rim.
Yeah.
Look, we saw 2 games ago. I'm not. I'm not even. I'm not even gonna pretend to guess what he's gonna do here. I think if it passes the 7, right, you're coming up and down. No?
Yeah, yeah, it's certainly with the position of the cue ball on the rail, you want to be shooting this in the side. If it was out off the rail a little bit, he would have already been shooting it in the corner. But I think it's tight. I think he's got half a pocket in the side there. And even if he does have it, Mike, we should point out as well, you got to make that ball and get the gap between the 5-10 for a cut shot on the 2. You can't go all the way up and down naturally. The 5's a big ball for the position play on the 2 here.
Well, the difference of this rack is you're in the money or you're fighting for your life in the shootout. So
Oh, this is a really nice shot.
oh, he got
What
it.
yeah, what a great shot
He
from.
got it. Wow. Wow.
Mm,
And for as much as we talked about the equipment, he sure was trusting it there on that shot. That was ballsy.
yeah, he had to take care not to make the 7. You see how softly he had to hit it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. He's calling the 7 ball. Gonna go with the 1 railer.
Yeah, this is a tough spot. I don't think you're hoping for the make here, to be honest. If he makes the 7, there's a really good chance the 3 hooks him on the 1. Unless he's playing the top side of the 1 to hit the 7. The problem with that is it's a pretty good chance of a sellout, even on a good hit. No, this is real tough for sure. Oh, what a shot.
He called it. And the 1's gonna go in behind it.
He massaged around the 6 to play the combination. What a shot.
Mm.
What's up, fellas? What have I missed? Anything?
Did you miss anything? Yeah, you missed a heck of a match. A lot of turns of events. Some good play from both players. Some mistakes from both players.
People are calling for a foul here.
Oh yeah, my brother's watching over my shoulder in the room, and he said the same thing. He said that he touched the 6 with his cue.
Did he?
I mean, literally everybody in the comments is saying that. I have to think they're probably not all wrong.
Yeah, I think this tournament is all ball
Wow.
fouls, and I think he may have. They're saying he clipped the 6. Well, 6 moved. I think he touched the 6. Wow.
I mean, that's the
Yeah,
40 straight comments. So
all of Earth, all of Earth. Is
How did we miss this? That's crazy.
I was checking my phone, so
Hey guys,
YouTube
if
guys, I don't know what y'all
if
excuse.
you think that was a foul, why don't you hit up the comments and call it a foul? Like 8,000 times.
if
Hold
anybody
on, I'm gonna
doesn't,
bring up.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
stream.
we can't. I can't rewind it on Facebook because it's still live, so I can't go back even if I go back and watch it from there. So, but that's a
oh, what
big.
well,
You,
Karma's gonna get him right back here because that's a great
wow.
roll. If anybody doesn't think that was a foul, you jump in the comments. How about that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know, but
one-
these commentators dogged it. It was definitely a foul.
Well, man, I tell you what, my brother was right on it. He's looking right over my shoulder here in the office with me, and he was all over it. I didn't see it.
We had one job to do, Jeremy. All I did was look up, and by that point, it's already clearing. Oh, Rose says check the YouTube. Okay, because I was going on Facebook.
Guys,
I'm
I'll be
going to
right back.
YouTube.
Hmm, that's crazy. But a great return here for Pius. Made a nice kick. Got a great result. Have to think a little
All
bit
right,
of
here we go.
insta karma as Roland is completely locked behind this three ball, and there's a lot of traffic to work through. He's taking a look at going 3 rails around the 5, but that 10's big for this. He's got to go 3 rails around the 5 and shoot the gap between the 5-10, and I don't think it's there. I think the 10's a big ball. I think if you get between the 3 and the 10, you miss the 2. He's giving it a real good look. Now, guys,
Oh,
in
a
the comment,
thousand percent he hit that 6 ball.
there is no referee. Are you guys saying that in the comments? There is no
Wow.
referee. We've seen John Lehman a couple times in this match, but it was when a player called him over to watch something. There is no referee manning this table.
That's big though. I mean, he's open now, but yeah, it was definitely a foul. And look, I've never known Roland to be anything other than a stand-up guy, so I don't want any questioning of his character. It may have been an honest mistake, but and again, I mean, if you're on, from Pia's standpoint, you got to go and call a ref when it is going to be that close, but um, nevertheless, it looks like he's going to go and karma's going to go and get the better of him.
Bruce Smith called it the Detroit Masse. Oh,
I'm not going there.
that may be the new candidate for best comment of the week so far.
We've had some zingers, that's for sure.
Joey may have missed the other one that I mentioned earlier. Joey, when my wife put my son down next to me 2 days ago in the office here, and everybody could hear him crying in the background, and somebody said, "Hey, is that Mika or Earl in the background there?"
I like that.
Nah, listen, don't go. I don't want to hear anybody calling Roland names. Like I said, Roland's always been stand up, and I've seen Roland quite a bit over the last few months. I'd rather go and assume it was an honest mistake than assume that a guy's a cheater. So,
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna give him the
but I mean, it
benefit of the
was
doubt,
it.
you can
Yeah, I
say
mean,
that when you're
listen, it's
playing
not.
a shot like that, you're so locked in on the result that you can just be looking at that object ball and something could happen without you actually knowing it, I suppose.
Yeah, and if they were to come asking for the stream, we're cutting this off immediately because I'm staying out of that. But Pius is 3 balls away and from taking down a hill after being down 3-2, winning the first set 4-2. So great win from Pius if he can go and get these 2 balls down. And it looks like he will, and he's giving the fist bump. He knows he's crossed the finish line. Roland is shaking his hand on the side, and that's it, boys. That's all she wrote. Am I the only one here? Everybody take
I'm
off on
with
me?
you. I am getting ready to take off though. I think he may have conceded that 10 ball.
He
And we're
did.
done here, guys. Pius a winner 4-3 and 4-2 in the first set over Roland Garcia. Garcia out of the money. That was the bubble. Pius secures his spot in the final 16 redraw that will take place later on tonight. I'll be back tomorrow to try to get deeper into this tournament. Great win for him.
Yeah, guys, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Bill Vanderweiss. We're starting to get more donations in. We really appreciate that. Patrick Nix. We'll get you guys entered into the drawing, which we'll do before the last match that before we log off of the last match that we stream, which will probably be sometime tomorrow. Jeremy, I know you have to go. You're streaming a match tonight. But I want to thank you for all your efforts here over the last couple of days. It's really been commendable. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate being with you guys. I have a blast every time I'm able to do this. Looking forward to the next one, and look forward to watching you guys as you do the rest of today and maybe a couple matches tomorrow, I guess, in the final 16 if they're still using 2 tables, I would assume.
Yeah, it looks like, Mike, we're going to be on a little break, right? Until, let's see, looks like hour and 40 minutes or so until the next matches. Is that correct? 5 p.m. local time?
Saying it's gonna be Yap and Robles is what we're gonna go and have. So.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out.
See you, Jeremy. Have a good night, guys. So we're gonna end the stream. We'll come back at 5 p.m. Eastern time and bring you that Tony Robles Aloysius Yap match. Should be a good one. See ya.
See ya.